Lead generation 101. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can't wait to talk about this stuff. I get asked this question all the time. I need more leads, I need more leads. Need more leads. Number one pain point for every entrepreneur. So I really want to help you with it tonight. While everyone's getting logged in. Black Friday sales. Let's talk about that for a minute while people are getting logged in. Hey Joanne, as you're getting logged in, give me a hey. Hashtag live if you're live in the chat box. Give me a hashtag replay. Hey Joanne, if you're watching on replay. And if you're new and you've never watched one of my Sunday night live trainings before, give me a hashtag newbie in the chat box so I can say hey and welcome you to this club, this group of fierce female entrepreneurs. And tonight we're talking about lead gen, and we'll get on with that in a minute. Hey Sarah. So yeah, say hey as you're getting logged in, guys. Hashtag live if you're live, replay if you're watching on replay, and newbie if you're a newbie. And guys, do me a favour, share the video now while you're on, because then more people can catch it live, because I really want you to interact tonight, because this is all about the lifeblood of our business. Hey Natalia, hey Nicola, hey everybody. The lifeblood of our business, which is lead generation, as people are getting logged in. Tell me what you bought in the Black Friday sales. I had a fucking ball. I loved it. I never do this. Being a wealth coach and money coach, you know, I'm awfully sensible, and I save a lot and I invest a lot and I do all of that stuff. Of course I do. But this year I was like, do you know what? I am having a freaking blowout. I am going to purchase all of the things that I'd normally not purchase and just go wild this Christmas. It's been an awesome year. Let's freaking celebrate. So I did, in style, Karen Millen dresses, Ted Baker boots. What else did I buy? Had an absolute bargain. Hey Corinne, hey newbie, welcome. Had a bargain in Tommy Hilfiger. They had amazing deals on. So yeah, got loads of stuff at a discounted rate and just loved it. Loved every second. My feet were killing me when I got home and I felt well and truly pooped. It was worth every second. So type in the chat box, what did you get? Did you not get involved? Let me know. Did you go out shopping? Did you avoid the Black Friday sales? Next year I'm going balls to the wall shopping. I love that, Sarah. Balls to the wall. So what did everybody else do? Did you go out shopping? Did you stay in? Hey Laura. Oh, I love you, Laura. Okay, so let's dive in, shall we? Those of you that are just getting logged in now, give me a hashtag live if you're live, replay if you're watching on replay. Edmond bought a Teachable course. Go you, self-development rocks. And it's always nice if you can get it cheaper. And Joanne, you were working. Oh, poop. So yeah, if you're a newbie, give me a hashtag newbie and share the live. Let's reach more people with this lead generation training, because this is something that I hear over and over, whether it be in the people that I work with, whether it be in the people that I don't work with but just reach out to me in the inbox to say help me with this, or this is my, or maybe just in like lives when I've said before, like what's the number one struggle in the chat box, it's always leads. It's the lifeblood of our business. I'm going to say this over and over again. It is the lifeblood of your business. If you have zero leads, you have zero profit and zero impact. You know, every single one of you on this call started a business to achieve profit and impact, right? If you're really soul-driven and heart-centered, you started your particular business because you wanted to change the world in some way, make someone's life easier, solve a problem that people are having, and you're going to give the solution to that problem and you're going to get paid for doing it. You started the business for these reasons. And you also started, I don't care who you are, for moolah. You did. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. You deserve to be paid well. You're going to have none of those things if you don't have leads. And if it's a pain point, then we should be working really hard to master it. And what I want to talk about tonight isn't what to do, but more what not to do, because I see so many people fucking this up and making like catastrophic mistakes when it comes to lead generation that are really difficult to spot if you don't know how to spot them. And that's why I want to share them with you tonight, because there's loads of trainings out there, isn't there? And for me personally, you know, my program, my 12-month mentorship program, we talk so much about the hacks for lead generation and how to generate leads. But you know, tonight I want to talk about what not to do, because there's some pitfalls that if you fall into, can make your life really difficult. And you'll see other people falling into them when I talk you through them. So I'm going to teach you 5 things today, 5 pitfalls to just avoid like the freaking plague, because they will hurt your lead generation, they will hurt your business. And I want to see you end 2018 really, really strong. Pen, paper, let's go. Don't forget, share out the video, or even tag somebody in it. Tag somebody in it that you care about, that's a female entrepreneur that you want to see generate more leads, have more impact and more profit, and end the year strong. Okay, number 1, here we go. Number 1, don't hire out your weakness when it comes to lead generation. Do not delegate and hire somebody else to do something that you've not yet mastered when it comes to lead generation. Don't do it. You know, I understand that everybody that wants a 7-figure business, you're talking about a 7-figure scaled, leveraged business. You don't achieve 7 figures on your own. Fact. I have an amazing team around me that's built up of social media managers, Facebook managers, Instagram managers, LinkedIn managers, media managers, Facebook ads experts. It's VAs, support teams, technical support. The team's huge, and I could not do what I do without every single one of them. But there is not one job that somebody in my team does that I don't personally know how to do, because I mastered it first and then I delegated it. And here's what I see too much of. People scaling and leveraging their time when they're not at leverage stage of a business. They haven't mastered it yet. Leverage comes after mastered. So if you're scratching your head going, I don't know how to use Facebook properly, let me hire someone that knows how to use Facebook properly and drop them into the role to generate my leads through Facebook. Big mistake, huge. You will never have control over that aspect of your business ever again, because you just handed it off to somebody else that probably doesn't get paid anywhere near the amount of money that you want to be paid. So probably someone that's less successful than you want to be, you've just given one of the most important tasks of your business to do, lead generation on Facebook. It might be Facebook ads that's your pain point. You're like, I just can't make a profit from them. Is it doable? Yes. Are people generating leads every day through Facebook ads? Yes, I am. 6 figures a month on average that comes into for my business through Facebook ads. And that's not even mentioning the things I do on Instagram, LinkedIn, and free lead generation stuff. So it works. I can hold my hand up and say it works. If it's not working for you, you've not mastered it yet. Here's what not to do. Hire somebody to do it for you, thinking they're going to get a better result than you. And the reason I say this is because you don't know what good looks like. I hated Facebook ads when I first started. I now love them. It's my favourite thing in the world. Of course it is. It makes me a shitload of money. But I hated them at first, and I hated them because I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I felt like I was wasting money. I felt like nothing was working. I felt like there was loads of moving components that needed to come together to make it work. True. Sales funnels, email automations, pixels, and all these other complicated stuff that I hated learning, but I learned it from scratch because I knew, and I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way because what I did before that was hire some Facebook gurus to do it for me, who just took my money and my advertising spend and got mediocre results. And I couldn't challenge it. You can't challenge it, can you? You can't hold someone accountable and lead somebody as part of your team who knows more than you, who, you know, is doing a job that you don't know how to do. You don't know what good looks like. Know every part of your business when it comes to lead generation intimately, and know how to get the best results, and then delegate. Rule number 1 in mastering lead generation: do not delegate too soon. And I want to hear from you on this point. So type in the chat box now and tell me, honestly, are there parts of your business when it comes to lead generation, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook ads, or that you've been tempted to or have already delegated out without fully mastering it yourself? And I mean like clockwork, because lead generation is like clockwork when you mastered it. It is. If you know, I need 10 clients to hit this income goal, and I need to have 20 telephone calls to get those 10 clients. If you know that, then it's just maths, isn't it? I need to generate 20 solid, amazing leads that I get on the phone with this is the work that I need to do, and it becomes an exact science. So you can set your clock by how many leads come in from Instagram, how many leads come in from LinkedIn each month, how many leads come in from Facebook advertising each month. You know exactly how many's coming in, you know exactly what that means in terms of profit, and it's a science. And then you can say, okay, who can I drop into that role on Facebook to do that, so that I can now go and master this. And this is the thing, you don't need to master everything in one go. I didn't even have an Instagram account until I'd already got a 7-figure business. I'd already got a 7-figure business when I started looking at Instagram, because I mastered it on Facebook. My entire business was built on one platform. I just mastered lead generation on one platform, and then I was like, okay, I've mastered free lead generation on there, and I've mastered Facebook advertising, and it's giving me like 6-figure months. I can do that. So let me train 2 people now to do that for me. And there's 2 roles in your team that have become available, and you're training them because you know how to do it, and you expect results because you can get them yourself. And now, energetically, I'm free. I don't have to do that work anymore. They're doing that. And I can hold them accountable, I can lead them, and now I can move on and master Instagram. And then I mastered Instagram. Like, let's get leads. Then drop somebody into that role. Master LinkedIn. Know how to do it myself, drop somebody into that role. Don't do it the other way round. Don't drop people into roles without having a fucking clue and lose control of your business and end up spending more money than you're earning. Thank you for your honesty, guys. Those of you that are commenting, you know, keep them coming. Tell me, where are you at with this? Have you been tempted to do it? Have you done it and got bitten in the backside for it? I have. When I first started out, I delegated way too soon. I just got above my station. I bought into all this leveraged business. It's smart to delegate. You've got to free yourself up and, you know, get all these different people to help you doing things. It's smart. It's not smart. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid to delegate things that you haven't mastered yourself, that are the be all and end all to your success in business. Don't do it. Number 2, don't listen to people ever that tell you to message hundreds of people a day to generate leads. Don't listen to people or buy into trainings that tell you outreach certain messages a day, connecting with people and inboxing them on any platform is a good idea. Turn your back on that bullshit advice. I know that's going to offend some people. I'm sorry if you're on the call and you do this, or you've been trained to do it, or you even train people to do it. I'm sorry, but it's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it because nothing annoys me more than getting a message from somebody on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook that's spammy, that is salesy, that isn't authentic or genuine. It doesn't work. And here's why it doesn't work. It doesn't work because in any other profession it wouldn't be acceptable, and in real life it wouldn't be acceptable. And social media marketing, digital marketing, requires a little bit of common sense. If it wouldn't be acceptable on the street, don't fucking do it on Facebook. I'll give you an example. If I was a hairdresser, yeah, and I cut hair for a living and I'm really good at it and I've got a salon, I would never stand on the street of that salon stopping women saying, you need a haircut, come in, let me sort that out for you. It's wholly inappropriate. I would make my salon look as attractive as possible, and I would make sure that my service was the dog's danglies so that everybody knew about me, and the front window, the shop window of my shop told everybody that this is the fucking place to be. My standards are high and my reviews are impeccable. And I would entice people in the right way, and when they walk through the door and say hi, I would know exactly what to say to them to make sure they felt like they were in the right place. But standing outside the salon going, your hair looks shit, let me sort that out, it's never going to work, ever. So why would it ever work in any other business? You might have some sporadic success where you just happen to message somebody and say, hey, I noticed you're a female entrepreneur and I was just wondering, are you suffering from a lack of leads? I have a solution for you. That might work once in maybe 1,000, but in that one time that it's worked, you've just alienated 1,000 people that now think you're a dickhead. It's true, it's just true. Because the second you get a message like that, what happens? You just roll your eyes. What separates you in social media marketing and lead generation is not being that person. You want to master attraction marketing, people coming to you saying, look, I value your content, I value the work that you do, I value who you are and what you teach. I can tell you know that what you're talking about and you seem like the type of person that could help me. Can you tell me X, Y, Z? People in your inbox asking you how they can work with you or they can get your help because they've noticed you, because your shop window, looks the dog's danglies, your shop window is your social media account. It's your Instagram, it's your Facebook, it's your LinkedIn, it's your website. That's your shop window. Conversation you have with them when they approach your shop and come in and send you an inbox is then how you deal with that lead, whether you turn it into just a, hey, great to connect, or whether you turn it into a lead, which leads me on to my next couple of points. Number 3, don't expect miracles overnight. Don't expect and don't buy into the bullshit that you can launch a business today and be inundated with leads in 24 hours a week or even 4 weeks because somebody's got the magic formula for you that can show you how to do that. They don't. Because I can tell you now that really mastering lead generation takes time. It takes you understanding your audience and what they like. It takes you really knowing your ideal client and testing what sort of thing they respond well to and what works for them, what they engage with, what they interact with, what they inbox you because of. It takes you split testing Facebook ads, testing different images, different copy, different lead magnets, different funnels to find out what the type of person that you're looking to attract is attracted to. That can't happen overnight. And if someone says to you in 4 weeks you'll have 10 grand coming in because you'll be a lead magnet because I'm going to get you to send all these spammy shitty messages out, I'm telling you now, those programs, those trainers that are telling you to do that are encouraging you to have short-lived success, because you might gain enough momentum doing that to have a little bit of success and a little bit of money to shout about, but it's not sustainable. It's not going to create a brand for the long term that people know, like and trust and talk about, and it's not something you probably want to do. Did anybody on this call, honestly, like, give me some hearts if you didn't get into business to sit behind a computer sending out spammy ass messages? Give me some hearts if you didn't get into business to do that, because I don't think anyone did. That was never the dream. It's not enjoyable. It's not going to light you up. It's not going to take long before you get piss bored of that and think about quitting. So accept the fact that lead generation is not going to happen overnight and that you've got to master it. And here's the thing, right? Anything worth it mastering takes time. If someone tries to sell you on a dream that it's not going to take time, that's all they're selling you on, like a pipe dream. Because you think about doctors, think about any profession that is something that requires you to really master it, and the reward at the end is something quite big. Let's take doctors as an example. Doctors get paid a decent amount of money, right? Six figure plus. Doctors go to university for years and years and years. They master their profession and then they reap the rewards. If you're an online business owner and you're in the stage of mastering lead generation, the reward at the end of that is huge, massive, way more than a doctor salary. And the impact that you have is huge. The income is huge. You have a career online for the rest of your life. Because if you can master lead generation and you can master digital marketing, whether your product or service changes, your brand might shift, you might change, that skill will never leave you and it will always make you money. But you've got to master it. And it's not going to take you years like a doctor. It's not going to take you decades to earn money. It's going to be so much faster than that. But I don't know how long it's going to take for you to master. Nobody does. And if someone tells you they know that answer to that, then they're lying. Because I don't know how much you're going to shit yourself over doing a live video. I shit myself bad when it came to doing live videos. I was like, oh fuck, I can't do it. It was horrible. I hated it. It took me a long time to get comfortable with it. I don't know how much you're going to resist being visible online, how good your content's going to be, how good you can speak to your ideal client, how good you can write copy. I don't know how tech savvy you're going to be. Like, nobody knows all of that stuff. So if someone says, this is how long it's going to take you to be a lead generation expert, they're fucking lying to you. They're just lying to you. So don't sign up for those programs and that shit, because it's just not true. Just accept that here's what I've got to do. I've got to know my audience. I've got to understand them. I've got to take time to do it. I've got to get to know what they like and respond to. I've got to get good at doing the key things that are going to get me noticed. And that's going to take me some time. And I've also got to know the numbers. I've got to know my numbers. Here's what I mean by that. If you know you need to generate 50 leads a month to sell to 20 to hit your income goal, for example, they're your numbers, not mine. I don't know what your numbers are. If I work with clients on a one-to-one basis, this is one of the first things we're looking at when we get to marketing, is what the numbers need to look like and how we're going to deliver them. So the number bit you're going to have to do on your own. I can't do that live like this, but you need to know first of all your numbers, and then you need to know what your own personal ratio is. Because for some people, generating 50 leads that convert into 20 calls is going to be different for somebody else because they've more mastered lead generation. So what I mean by that is, I know, for example, that through Facebook, this month, I've generated 180 leads. And I'm going to move on and talk about what a lead is in a minute. But a lead is only a lead if they've actually come to you and said, I'd like to book a call and talk to you about your program, or how do I join your program, or they bought something from you, or however your business is set up, whether it's to a sales call or whether it's straight to a sale, I don't know. But it's a lead if they've actually took some action. A lead's not a friend request, a lead's not a like, a lead's not a comment. So I know of, because I can see it on the screen now, over 180 leads. And then how many are quality? How many are actually your ideal client? Well, out of those 181, there was actually only 45 of them were ideal clients. And out of the 45, I've only had 20 calls with them because some of them have got lost somewhere, and that's resulted in X amount of sales. You need to know your numbers. Like, this is a KPI that you need to measure in your business. It shouldn't be a case of let's just get up and throw a Facebook quote out there and think I'm digital marketing. No, like, we need to know exactly where those leads are coming from, how many are coming in, and whether that's okay or not, what's working, what's not working, what do I need to improve on. If you're looking at your spreadsheet and it's got Facebook 0 leads all month, what's going on? What do I need to master? What am I doing wrong? Who do I need to get help from? Instagram 0 leads all month, same. What do I need to do? Where do I need to get help from? This is a business, you know, you need to really treat it like a business and look at the analytics, look at your KPIs and ask myself, what are they telling me? Key performance indicators will tell you, they'll indicate, they do what they say on the tin, they're going to indicate your performance. But we've got to track stuff to know stuff. So really get serious and treat it like a business. And the lead generation is your biggest KPI, the only real one that's important. Number 4, don't add people on Facebook and then say to them, oh, I just wanted to grow my network. Why? What? That's not digital marketing and lead generation activity. That's just adding people on Facebook. That's not a skill to be mastered. That's pressing a few buttons and hoping that you might stumble across somebody that wants to buy your shit. There's no strategy behind it, and it annoys people, and it positions you as an amateur in their eyes as well, because they're now thinking, it's just a bit weird. Like, it's a little bit like knocking on somebody's door and they answer it and go, hey, how you doing? How can I help you? And you go, oh, I just wanted to make a new friend. Hey, friend. The person on the other side of the door would be like, hey, am I inclined to do business with this person now? Whether that be buying a product or service or whatever, you know, probably not. I'm going to just shut the door now. Like, that conversation's had no impact at all. It's definitely not had a positive impact. Just think about Facebook and Instagram as real life. You want people friend requesting you, saying, hey, I friend requested you because I saw a video you did. I friend requested you because I saw what you did in that group. I friend requested you because I saw your advert and I love your work and I've been following you for ages and you've been sending me emails and I think you're amazing and how do I work with you? That's what you want. You don't want to be friend requesting people that might be your ideal client and then just doing nothing with them and sitting there, or even worse still, reaching out and going, hey, just great to connect with you. I'm just expanding my network. Because people just look at that and think, basically what you've just said to me is that you're in business and you're trying to sell more shit to more people, and I'm now on your hit list because you've decided to press friend request on my name. Brilliant. Great to connect with you too. Not. It doesn't work. You want people coming to you because it positions you as the expert. It puts you in a position of authority. If someone friend requests me, first thing I do is look at their profile. Are they the type of person I want to be connected to? Do they look positive, upbeat? Do they look like my ideal client, or somebody that is going to challenge me to be better in some way, or someone that I can help? Because either I'm being led by them, or they're being led by me. Either way, it's going to be. So if that's all checking out, then I'm going to hit confirm, and then the first thing I'm going to do is inbox them, because I want to know what made you reach out. That's not an unreasonable question to ask, but you would be surprised by the amount of people that seem a little bit put out that have asked it. And I just say this, I say, hey, great to connect. What made you reach out today? Most women will reach out to me because they're looking to up-level their business. Is that you? And some people will be like, no, they're like offended. No, that's not why. I just wanted to say hello and expand my network. Who's the weirdo? Like, you've just knocked on my door. You've just knocked on my door and I'm asking you why and you're offended. Delete. You were looking to expand your network because you were looking to sell something to me at some point, and that's just become really apparent. But the thing is, it's not through service, and that's where I've got an issue. I haven't got an issue with people selling shit. That's what make the makes the world go round. Life is about sales, whether you're, encouraging someone to become your life partner and influence them in that area and selling yourself to them, or you're selling yourself to a boss. You're always selling. No issue with selling if it's done authentically. And authentic sales means providing somebody with something out of service and wanting to contribute to their life. But when you're friend requesting people, going, hey, do you want to expand my network? Oh, by the way, do you want to buy this? That's not coming from a place of contribution or service. That's coming from your goals and your needs. And that's not okay. If you're pumping out amazing content with the sole intention of serving your ideal client, and they're coming to you, and then you're going, let's fucking work together, let's do this, and you're selling at that point, then hats off to you. You need to sell at that point, because if you don't sell, you're not going to change any lives. But messaging someone first and trying to sell them something takes me back to the hairdresser analogy of, you don't walk up to someone in the street and say you need a haircut. You wait for them to come to you, and then you give them the best service, but you make sure they know about you, and that comes from being visible. So number 5, don't make success about likes and comments, because it's just irrelevant. A lead is not a like. A lead is not a comment on Facebook. A lead is not because someone shared your post. You can write statuses like, can you comment yes below so I know you'll see my posts, and get 1,000 comments and 500 shares, and you'll feel really fucking good about yourself and still have no money in the bank. So just don't do stupid shit like that on Facebook would be my advice. Like, it's not about how many likes and shares and comments. Don't measure your self-worth in likes, shares and comments. Don't measure the success of your business and your lead generation in likes, shares and comments. There are people out there that have way more likes on their posts than me, way more comments and way more shares, that don't earn any money. And I know they don't, because I know them personally, because they don't know how to convert these likes, shares into leads. We're talking about leads. We're not talking about interaction and engagement, because really it's not important. Absolutely, some of that interaction and engagement tells you that you're putting good content out there that people are enjoying, but ultimately it gives you no money in the bank. It just rubs your ego a little bit, and we've got to be really clear about that. It's an easy trap to fall into, don't get me wrong, it is. I mean, don't even lie when I tell you that the amount of times I've put something on Facebook and there's no likes or comments on it for a little bit, and I'm like, oh fucking hell, shall I delete it? Because it makes you feel a bit stupid. You're like, oh, not only have I noticed no one liked it, but people can see that no one liked it, that no one's liked it. This is terrible. Has anyone else felt like that? Give me some laughing faces if you've ever felt like that. We've all done it. We'll start judging ourselves and thinking, shit, I'm shit, everything's shit, my business is shit, I'm a shit person and nobody likes what I've got to say. Just relax, honestly, don't worry. I'm preaching, but I'm still guilty. I'm not telling you I'm perfect at this last one. I am not at all. I will hold my hands up and say, I would judge myself harshly if nobody likes something that I put out there. I do. But we've got to give ourselves a check up from the neck up every now and then and say, look, this is not why we went into business. Likes and shares does not pay your bills. And likes and shares does not give you the opportunity to impact somebody else's world in a positive way. The leads do, because then you can convert them into paying clients, and then you can make an impact. Your biggest impact comes from when you're working with someone, doesn't it? Like, that's where you get the most change, no matter what your product or service is. It's offering a solution to somebody else's problem. We can only break through those problems if we can get them to work with us. So we need the leads, not the likes and shares. And that's the final point 5. So number 1, don't hire out your weakness, master the stuff that you need to master. Number 2, don't listen to people that tell you to use outreach and spammy messages as a lead generator. It doesn't work. Number 3, don't expect miracles overnight. You're mastering something that's going to make you a shitload of money. Take it from me. So be patient with yourself. Number 4, don't add people on Facebook and then say you're expanding your network. You just piss people off and make yourself look stupid. Number 5, don't make success about likes and shares. Make it about leads, valuable leads that are your ideal client that are looking to work with you. Thank you for listening. I hope that's been helpful. Guys, if you've enjoyed tonight's training, give it a share so that we can reach more people, or even tag some women in business in this that you know will get value from listening to this tonight. Mwah. Lots of love.